Howdy folks, and welcome back to Species of Star Trek Online Part 3. Yes, I finally have a proper title, I know. We'll be talking about all the species in the Klingon Empire and moving on forward from there. First of which, the Klingons. As said in the first one, they are a warrior race. Pretty much, they have been around for a very long time. Apparently in Star Trek Enterprise, they look pretty much have ridges until they have dealt with the augment virus, which turned out very badly and removed their cranial ridges because the cure was injecting that said augment DNA of Klingons into Archer, causing all the Klingons to lose their ridges, which is a shame. Eventually there was a cure, which you guys will find out in Star Trek Online. And pretty much, that's how the Klingons got their ridges back. Anyways, any new updates? Actually, I haven't even mentioned about this. Okay. A humanoid race, humanoid warrior race from the planet Kronos. Klingons are a proud species that values tradition, honor, and strength. Pretty much Japanese and Russian in a sense. Klingon culture is aggressive, and they are feared and respected throughout the galaxy for their military prowess. They have rigid foreheads and are larger and stronger than humans. I was going to say, geez, their ridges are actually independent and actually beat up humans. Well, I guess when you headbutt them, but anyways. Their internal organs have multiple redundancies, which allow them to survive severe battle wounds. Klingons can live for more than 150 years. Okay, can live to be more than 150 years old. Okay. There should be dashes. No, seriously, it's proper to actually have dashes in between 150 years old. Anyways. Actually, no, not when it comes years. Never mind. Klingon society is based on a feudal system organized around the Great Houses. The Great Houses are represented in the Klingon High Council, which is led by a chancellor. Family reputation and honor is very important to Klingons, and a traitor's descendants are condemned for 3 generations. Breaking from tradition is considered an insult to the entire society. So yeah, in this case, it's like a mixture between Japanese and Russian in this case. So yeah. Now then, the counterpart to the Caitians is the Pharasans. Pharasan, okay. Pretty much that's about it. They also are telepathic, yes. They're the telepathic of the cat races. A felinoid species that originated on the planet Pharasa. Pharasans are closely related to Caitians. Pharasans are bipedal, have tails that assist their balance, extended maxillary canine teeth, and large eyes with excellent night vision. Okay, so they're the more warrior and more aggressive of the Caitians. Okay. Their skin is covered with a soft fur coat, and their felinoid ears can pick up the frequencies that most humanoids are unable to detect. Many Pharasans have telepathic abilities. The Pharasans and Caitians were once a unified species, but an extensive genetic engineering program has greatly modified the Pharasan genome. Pharasans consider themselves to be superior to Caitians, and most would relish the chance to prove that superiority in combat. Pharasan society is dominated by clans of interrelated family groups who banded together for defense and conquest. Loyalty is highly prized amongst Pharasans. Although betrayals are common, the greatest honor a Pharasan can give to a clanmate or captain is to remain faithful through adversity. Okay, so they pretty much are related to the Cajuns. In fact, they're almost the same species, but with a certain genome resequencing program, they're no longer such, but they very are. Okay, so the Gorn. So, sad you can't be female, but hey, who cares? Actually, no. That would be a good point. What would they look like if they were female? Just a thought. Probably because they don't go home, because what's the point? Yeah. Gorn are awesome because they can lunge, they can bite, they can be sneaky. Well, I guess that would be worthy. Oh, and Phorescens haven't actually been seen in the series. Yeah, they haven't been seen in the series, in Star Trek series. So, yeah. So they're new just for the series. Let's see here. Gorn, they've been around since the start of the Star Trek series. Literally. Let's see here. Yeah. A cold-blooded reptilian species, Gorn are many times stronger than humans, but are slower and less agile. And unless you're smaller, then you're just as agile. Their stamina is greater than that of humans. They have sharp teeth and claws on their hands and feet. Gorn have equivalent intelligence and technology to most Federation species and races. They are territorial and stubborn and have racial memories that go back hundreds of years. The Gorn have organized their culture in a caste structure led by a monarch. The Gorn once ruled great stretches of space in the Alpha Quadrant, and it is their ultimate goal to conquer every world that was once under their domain. In the late 24th century, the Gorn hegemony became embroiled in the long war with the Klingons. In 2404, the Gorn homeworld fell to the Klingon fleet, and the Gorn were absorbed into the Klingon Empire. This is the reason why the Klingon Empire space is actually large. And of course, we have the Joint Trills, which is available for both Starfleet and Klingon Empire. Okay, Leithians. Absolutely the worst. They're telepathic, they are efficient, they're one of the efficients in the game. They are the telepathic, and they are the most deadliest. Of a Leithian touch can kill people if they are trying to seek information. A telepathic species, Leithians are feared and respected as mercenaries throughout the Alpha Quadrant. Leithian telepathic attacks are almost always fatal. That's what I was talking about. Leithians are bald with a vertical bone ridge that runs across the face, or across their faces and heads. They have small bones protrusions that can grow along this ridge and on their cheeks. And their skin is molted and has multiple cartilage folds. Their eyes have a reddish tint. Leithians are descended from reptiles and prefer the dark. They have an average lifespan of 60 years. Oh. So they can't hit 100. But that's average. So some manage to hit 100. Okay. Leithians are known for their ferocity and stubbornness, but are often thought to be unintelligent. This is a stereotype that the Leithians exploit to their advantage. Seeing the rising strength of the Klingon Empire, the Leithians have offered their services to Jimpak. They have not been granted full citizenship, however, and continue to look for ways to prove their worth. So, they're one of two species that actually have made an alliance with the Klingon Empire. This is very rare. And I'm not kidding. This is very rare. And hopefully, if they do keep this up, they'll get full citizenship with the Klingon Empire. I'm not going to go over the Klingon Borg here, because it's pretty much the same thing. Copy and paste here. Okay, Nausicaans. They are the pirates, a humanoid species native to the planet Nausicaa. Nausicaans are known for their aggressive and their bad tempers. Taller and stronger than humans, Nausicaans have ashen skin and prominent facial bone structure. Sharp tusks protrude from their mouths, such as that. Some Nausicaans have a line of bone horns that run down their forehead. Okay, that'll be that. Their voices are deep with a distinct accent. Nausicaan culture is rooted in violence, and they enjoy games that involve pain or risk. Like in Deep Space Nine, where the two Nausicaans are actually throwing knives at each other. Which was kind of odd. Nausicaans are most often seen as pirates or mercenaries and will work for the highest bidder. They build hidden bases in asteroid belts from which they raid civilian ships and freighters. In the 2390s, Nausicaans were hired by the Gorn to aid them in the war against the Klingon Empire. When the Gorn hegemony was defeated by the Klingons, the Nausicaans were absorbed into the Klingon Empire as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. The Orions. Pretty much, I'm just going to do this so that way you guys can see the classic and why everyone loves Orions type thing. Oh yeah. Orions are originally from the planet Orion, but they have abandoned that home world and now live throughout the Klingon Empire. Known for their distinctive green skin, Orion males are typically bald and muscular. Orion females are alluring and known for their grace and beauty. The pheromones of female Orions can make males of any species susceptible to suggestions. Vulcans are immune to this effect. Lucky for the ship of the Enterprise. Orion smugglers and raiders have been plaguing the Alpha Quadrant since the 22nd century, when they organized into the Orion Syndicate. That's right, this was during the Star Trek Enterprise series. By the late 24th century, the Syndicate was a multi-species crime cartel that spanned most of the quadrant. However, in the late 2390s, Melanie Dion, the Emerald Empress of the Syndicate, rose to power and expelled or assassinated all non-Orion members. So it's now whole Orions. And you have to understand, after that decision, it was like close to 100 years since a actual Orion took hold of the Syndicate. That's pretty much about it. Oh God. Oh God, that's gonna give nightmares. Okay, much better. Not as bad, but it's better. Freaky alien genotype. Definitely freaky alien genotype. Okay. That's pretty much it about this entire thing. Leave a like, dislike, comment. Hey, I'm easygoing. Thank you for watching. If there is going to be any new updates to the species, more specifically, if new species are added, then a part 4 will be added. Until then, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.